Attention everyone, the Cherry Blossom Festival is about to begin. Hello, my fellow gamers! It is I, Detainator70. Welcome back to Animal Crossing. Free Pitfall, we already did that. What's in here? We got, wow, that's a lot of letters. We got Nookie Boy, we got Red, he's here at... Oh, I forgot about this. Whoops! I guess he'll be coming back a bit later. Dear Taternator, the cherry trees in the backyard have positively exploded into bloom recently. How do they look in your neck of the woods, my darling dear? Your nature-loving mom. Opal, Nookie Boy. I'm just not even gonna bother with the moving away letters. We know what they say. They're gonna say the same thing. I should read what these say. Triceratops tail, Apatosaurus skull, amber. Oh, this one, yep. And get rid of these. We can take Opal's letter, put it there. What's the other one? Ah, right, Petunia. Maybe we'll meet her, maybe we won't. A yellow clouded butterfly. And no. There we go. It's 1,000 bells. No. Well, let's go to where the festival is being held. Clouded butterfly. I got that. Huck is here again. Prince is here again. Robin's here again. Why is it the exact same people? I mean, I'll take the tree. Look at how beautiful the cherry blossoms are sprouting. It reminds me of how blessed with the long life I've been. Don't you ever forget how treacherously short-lived these beautiful blossoms are. Let this gift remind you. Big tree model, may it remind you of the passing beauty of spring, even in winter's darkness. I don't think we're gonna put it in the house because I don't care. Tina, are you thirsty? Even a little bit ducky? No. Just chill and eat and drink and not worry about cleaning up later, right, Tina? Right? Yes. Yeah, cool, sweet. Fun petals are so beautiful, honey bun. So beautiful. I feel like I recaptured it. There's just a little bit of my childhood innocence happer. Yeah, and Coco. What? Hey, don't look at me like that, Doyoing. Have these people been doing it for 2 days straight, or is it just a massive coincidence that all 5 people are the same? How are things? It's perfect, game's in a very little place. I mean, it doesn't matter because we have... I think this is day 329. We have less than 40 days left. That's mind-boggling to me. Wow, less than 40. I screwed it up. Bad. I don't know how I'm gonna feel when this is all over. Like, there'll definitely be a sense of accomplishment. I did it. I got through the entire thing. It'll definitely be very bittersweet because like I said, accomplishment. But also because, you know, I've been doing this, it's been fun, and then it's all over. But also, it will definitely feel a little liberating in a way. Because, well, for one, I have the responsibility to do this every day. And then when it's over, I don't have this responsibility. That's like another hour of my day I have each day. What blazes that tater here? I haven't seen your mug at all lately. In fact, I convinced myself you got busted for smuggling exotic fruits coconut gun. Funny you should say that with your catchphrase. Yeah. Hey boy, even talking to me, coconut gun. What's new? I've had this letter ever since I was a little kid. It's Pee-wee's friend. Hello, I'm this child's mother. Since my child has never been out in the world alone, I beside myself with worry. Please befriend this sweet, lonely child of mine from a doting mother. Alright, maybe I haven't had it that long, but I know I've had it for a while. I know that much. It makes me feel all sentimental whenever I read it. So I think I must have had it for a while, right? So what did you think of it? It's amazing. Oh, really? You're just saying that, aren't you, coconut gun? Why do you have to be that way? Why don't you just tell me what you really think? Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, it'll definitely feel liberating. Not only for the fact that it's like I have more time, but also because, well, it is because I have more time. But this time of year is busy for me. I don't know why I started around this time. I did. I started when I was very busy and knew I would be very busy at the same time in the next year. But I did start then. I mean, I remember in the beginning I said that I had, like, super early. I had a reason as to why I made it end around this time. I can't remember it anymore, to be honest. Which, I mean, you'd think would be a huge deal. The reason why I did it, but I don't remember. But, I probably had this idea for maybe not a year prior to doing it, but I think I got the idea maybe around September of 2021, maybe a little earlier than that. And my original plan was to do it from New Year's Day to, or the entirety of 2022. So January 1st to January 1st of 2023. That was the plan. And I was gonna do some stuff with that. You know, I think the New Year's would have been nice. But it just didn't happen. Like, it was around Christmas time. I was able to get a new computer around that time. And, you know, I didn't want to set everything up and get it all working in a week with the new computer. Because, I mean, like, I started the process for setting all this up about a week before it started. But I didn't actually... Yeah, I got all that stuff within a week. But setting up the new computer, recording and doing all of that within a week. Actually, no. No, I would have had to do it that Christmas day. Or at least in the system that I eventually did end up using, I would have had to start at Christmas Day. Because when starting this, I was recording each video a week in advance. I mean, like, it's a good time, give myself the ability to edit the videos. And then because I was busy at the start of this, so I wanted time on the weekends to do so. And then as time went on, I missed a few days, made them up over the summer, and then Like, September through November, I lost a lot of motivation to do this and got very far behind. Not because I was busy, I mean, I had stuff to do, but I wasn't that busy. Not as busy as I am right now. But I got very busy. And, no, I didn't get busy. What am I saying? That's the antithesis of what happened. But I just lost a lot of motivation around that time, so there were nights where I was like, I don't really feel like recording, so I didn't. And I got way further behind than I ever should have. That's why I'm still behind to this point. But I'm a lot more caught up than I was. And it will be caught up by the end. Like, I have the time to do that. But yeah. Actually, now that I'm thinking about that whole starting January 1st, a lot of the ideas that I would end up going with, or some of the style, came from what I decided between, like, in those 5 months between the start of 2022 and when this actually started. Like, I knew from the beginning that I wanted to have 4 characters, but I didn't know how I wanted to deal with it. Like, I mean, at that point, Taternator was the only character that I knew of because it was just going to be a representation of myself. In some ways. Birthday, no. I don't want that out there. Anything else I mean, I guess that's really the only thing that's not representative of me. Yeah. But, like, I didn't know General Epic at the time. I didn't know I was gonna do Game Rat. I was not even close to Mega Kyle at that point. I probably came up with the ideas for General Epic and Game Rat around March 2022? And maybe a little earlier. I don't know. But I really struggled coming up with the 4th character for Mega Kyle. He definitely... maybe it was like 2 weeks before the first video went up that I actually finalized the idea for who Mega Kyle would be. Because I did get, as I said, I did get Game Rat and General Epic pretty early. Got them, like I said, February or March. And the idea was mostly stagnant. Like, Game Rat's name I had from that point, no question. General Epic, it took me a while. I think at one point I mentioned that I was kind of debating between General and Sergeant, and then I found some guy on Twitter with Sergeant Epic and didn't want to steal that from him. Unless there happens to be a guy named General Epic somewhere on the internet, and then I am disappointed that I stole the name. I don't even know why I chose the word epic. Well, I do, kind of. Because towards the beginning of this, I wanted to make this all like a super ironic, haha, gaming is so cool, kind of joke, kind of, ironic sense of the videos. Which, I mean, in some ways, I guess I have, but not to the level that I originally planned. Like, I think at one point when I was still considering that, I think Gabby, I don't remember if this actually happened because if it did happen, it didn't last for long. But I think Gabby at one point asked us to change her catchphrase. And then I think I changed the 360 no scope, you know, like that reference. But I don't remember if that actually happened. I had a bunch of those catchphrases lined up in case they were asked about, but they didn't end up actually coming through. Ooh, wait, don't tell me. Are you Tanner? I mean, is that your name or not, Honey Bun? Of course I didn't forget you, silly Billy. I've talked to you like 8 bazillion times, Honey Bun. Duh. Hey, what's up? Entertain me. Ooh, I got a gift for you, Honey Bun. You're totally gonna love me. Okay, we got 3 boxes here. There's something nice inside each of them, but you can only choose one. Right. Oh, is that the one? Well, it's too late to change your mind now, Honey Bun. Take a look. It's a Regal wall. Wahoo! Here's a free tip for you. You should always match your carpet with your wallpaper, Honey Bun. Anyway, the point that I was trying to make about the catchphrases, I had a bunch of them lined up. I can't remember what most of them are. I do remember somehow figuring out a way to condense "Oh Baby" a triple into less than 10 characters. Let me go to the bulletin board to see if I can actually figure it out. Let's see. Right. I think what I had was O. A. That's 6. A. I think I had 3B because that's something that represents third base in baseball. Except, I mean, yeah, it does, but not the best way to do it. But yeah, that was an idea that I had. Anyway, the point that I was trying to get about the ironic sense of humor is that that whole ironic joke was the reason why General Epic's name is General Epic. I feel like the word epic fits that category, and I think around that, maybe not quite around that time, but a little earlier, epic was a word I used a lot in an ironic sense. Maybe I did use it a lot around that time. God, this stuff, it was only a year ago. No, it wasn't even a year ago. And I'm having this much trouble remembering. The year has definitely felt a lot longer when gauging it by this series. Yo, afternoon, what's up in the big wide world, Slurp? Hey, now that I got a good look at you, you're Tanner. Where you been, Slurp? Partying? Whatever it was, I'm sure it was good. I'm glad you're good, Slurp. I'm bored. Hey, Tanner, you heard anything about Crazy Red's Furniture Emporium? If you haven't, watch out. If you didn't have any money, I didn't have any money, so that filthy road didn't have a chance to rip me off. Did you know you can find most of what he sells at Tom's shop, and for a fraction of the cost? Still, he gets some rare stuff once in a while. I hate that guy, Slurp. I completely forgot about that. I was just so enthralled in this discussion. I mean, it's not really a discussion, it's kind of just me explaining everything that was going on. But yeah, that whole ironic sense of humor. I was definitely planning on doing some more story-like things in this, or trying to make more of a story out of the characters and their relations and all that. But I didn't, because that would require a lot of extra work, and I didn't I didn't really plan out before. I mean, I had a few ideas, but I didn't know how I was gonna do them. Like, for example, yeah, for example, when thinking of, I blanked what I was gonna say. Like, there were gonna be times where I would just focus on one joke or like one storyline for a video or for one day and make that kind of the storyline, see how it all goes. Like I think one day I was just gonna have everything in town look super weird and say it was a Gamerton thing, you know, making fun of Jersey. Looking back, that was a stupid idea. Or maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I was gonna, like, actually have Mega Kyle do bad things. Like, before I knew how Pitfall spawned, I thought it was gonna be, like, one spawn per day, which that would have made it a lot easier to do what I wanted to do. I mean, I still wouldn't have been able to do it because there's just not enough space. Well, I would have been able to partially do it, just not in the same way. And my pockets are full. But I was gonna, like, put pitfalls all over town towards the end, just and make it a nightmare trying to navigate around. Which, yeah, that would have been funny, but that would have required a lot of extra work, and also it just doesn't work with the way that the game is styled, or made. Is that the right word? I'm gonna go with it. But obviously I didn't do that. I was also gonna, like, have him cut down all the trees. Didn't do that. I think I had a few more. Probably, like, send the villagers some terrible letters with bad things inside of them. I don't know what I would have sent, but that was an idea. I think I was going to make conflict between the characters, but I'm not a good storyteller, so can't really do that all too well. I mean, if I actually put the time to do it, I could probably write a decent story, but I don't care enough. And I jumped into this without any of that stuff planned, so it just didn't happen. Probably the most ambitious idea that I had was I wanted to try to turn this into an ARG of sorts. I'm not sure how... Well, I do know what part of the ARG's purpose would have been. And I did get one portion of it done. But I didn't know how I was gonna try to incorporate all the other ones. So I didn't. Or incorporate other facets into it. Like if I was gonna make websites or something. I didn't know what I was gonna do. So I had one part done. And I never actually... There were multiple days where I was like, alright, I have this clip recorded, time to actually put it into the video, and I didn't. Which, thankfully, I didn't. Because, I didn't end up doing the ARG. I'm not gonna say what the whole purpose of it was, because I'm still not going to, I'm not gonna write off the possibility that I do end up making one, and what its purpose would be. I'm not saying I won't do it, but it's just not happening at the moment. Because I think, well, it's not a think. I know at some point, I don't know when this was, but at some point, I tweeted out saying that I wanted to make an ARG at some point, which I'm still not against that idea, but I don't know what I'd do. Like, I have one idea for what I'd do, but I'm not gonna make that entire ARG over something that I don't know exactly where it's going, and I hope I needed the yellow tulip. So I'm gonna keep it open for your imagination. I'm not gonna confirm what it is yet. I'm trying to think of any other plans that I had that either didn't go through or... Oh, yeah. Another thing. I mean, this one's a little different. But at one point, I had the idea to... Or I wanted to have... Like, since the video is 4x3... Well, not even, because Animal Crossing... The video is, but the gameplay is not. If that makes sense. It's just easier to make it all in 4x3. Because Animal Crossing's resolution is slightly off for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it is. And, because it was 4x3, I would have been able to shift stuff over to the... I would have been able to shift this over to the side and then put something on the sidebars. I was thinking about doing that. You know, maybe having a picture of a character, whatever they were wearing, and then probably one box for what was in the inventory, one box for the map. I think I was planning to do something like that. And then I realized that is a lot of work, and I don't have the time to do that. So I didn't do it. I know that there are a few videos, like completely different kinds. Some of them are in-game, some of them are not, that I recorded to, like, add into this. Like at one point, I recorded videos of myself in person. I mean, not like me, not my face, it was just my hands. And on those, I showed... So I had two. One of them was to show myself the fact that I had 2 copies of this game. Because I think I was planning to incorporate it in a discussion on how... I didn't mean to talk to you, Tad. I was looking up left. How did I talk to you? I think I was gonna be like as a visual gag for whenever I talked about the fact that this is on Dolphin. I was gonna use it to explain my reasons. Like, the 2 copies of the game, and then I was basically gonna say, you know, it's fine, you don't need to worry about it, I own the game. Which I do. I do own it. And then the other video was me taking my memory card out of my GameCube, kind of shaking it around, and then throwing it away. To give another reason as to why I'm playing on Dolphin, because one of my reasons was I only have 1 memory card, and I'm not deleting the old town that I had, and I stand by that. I'm not doing it. I haven't played that town in 4 years, and I'm still not deleting it. But anyway, with that being said, I think it's about time that we call it a day. So let's head back to the house. Hello, Gyroid. I'd like to save. That's right. Good night, everybody. So I know I forgot about this. I eventually remembered. And we're gonna check what Red has. I don't care what he has to say. I'm just gonna go on in. Hurry up. You know, I was too busy telling stories that I forgot to talk about, or I forgot to come here. I mean, all those stories, that's not even all of what I have. I see an NES game, and I don't have enough money. What NES game is that? Clue Land. I could just buy it from Nook's catalog. I'm not gonna buy it. I don't feel like going to post office, but yeah. If I'm not buying anything, then yeah, that's it. Good night, everybody.